Akeredolu is straightforward, but we don't know where Tinubu or his men belong. Professor Albert. Hello, my wonderful people. The Southwest are demanding for presidency if Nigeria remains as one in 2023. And when you look at the whole statistics, when you look at the people, all that is making up this whole thing, we know that Ashiwaji Bola Tinubu is positioning himself greatly to become Nigerian's president, but there is a serious question. Some persons are saying we don't trust Ashiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. He doesn't seem very much like somebody who can be trusted. They said Akeredolu can be trusted, but Tinubu, honestly, if you look at Akeredolu, he's an APC person. At some point, do you know that even APC were considering his membership? Yes, because he told them then that he was going to assure that Fulani headsmen leave the forest, and in fact, all hell break loose. And so they're saying, are you sure you are a PDP person? Are you sure you're not a PDP person? They even threatened him then with, the PDP case that he had after the whole election, saying that he was going against them and whatnot. But you see, the person of Tinubu, to be very, very candid, okay? Tinubu is, we don't understand where Tinubu is, to be very candid. It's right, it's neither here nor there, to be very candid. That's Tinubu for you. It's neither here nor there. So you cannot really say where Tinubu is standing in the scheme of all these things. You don't really know. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is your first time. Let's get all the details. Akeredolu is straightforward, but we don't know where Tinubu or his men belong, Professor Abbott. A scholar on security matters, Professor Isaac Olowole Abbott, has said that the recently held Southern Governors Summit, which held in Lagos, was a good thing in theory only. He added that he was not excited by news of coalition because, according to him, the governors which make up the group are not really fighting for the southern people out of all real intention, but rather for their selfish political interest. He wondered why those same governors kept silence when southern people raised several issues of concern, particularly insecurity. He said the southern governors might only be allying now that they are seeing moves by northern politicians strategic to render them politically irrelevant ahead of 2023. That's why they are beginning to have all this meeting and do these things. Professor Albert, who is the lecturer in University of Ibadan, made his remark while being featured on Fresh FM Ibadan earlier today. He continued, as we approach the 2023 election, some of those governors' true intention might become clearer. For instance, Ondo State Governor Olurotimi Akeredolu is a radical, straightforward person. When he says, you know he's speaking his mind. He does not care if you're offended as long as is allowed to speak his mind. However, we know that Tinubu has his loyalists within the ranks of those southern governors. Unlike Olurotimi Akeredolu, you can't really say that this is what is going on in Tinubu's mind, and otherwise his men and supporters within the governor's caucus as well. So when you look at it, we don't really know. They don't speak much, so you cannot tell what their real intentions are or is. Just like Tinubu already, we might be suspicious and trust issue might begin to arise among the governors. These faulty lines could become exposed ahead of the real politics in 2023. This could make it quite easy to break the ranks or break the very resolution. Another problem could be southern governors. At the moment, there is no standard candidate like Tinubu from that region whom the other governors will be willing to queue behind as presidential candidates. Close to 2023, some of them might just accept whatever carrot is lingered on them. That was what happened with late Chief Obafemi Awolowo. He frowned several collusion in order to win the presidency. However, close to this election, when candidates from the north offered coalition partners some positions, they accepted. That was how uh, Awolowo's several coalition crumbled when it matters most, he added. The security experts explained further by saying that political strategists from the north might already be aware that the one not mature, which made the region to dominate the political landscape for so long is sketchy as things stand. This, he said, could have caused by instant killing in the Middle Belt region and in other parts impaired by the fission. Northern struggles might decide to give the presidential flag to someone from the Middle Belt region as necessary sacrifice for future political dominance. So when you look at it, there is things are not all crystal clear, black and white like you think. No, they are not all just black and white, crystal clear, and just, there and let it be. No, it's not all that way. So this is what he's talking about. Except for Akeredolu, you know him. When he says this, you know that that is what he stands for. But for Tinubu, who really know his mind? Who really know? So this is what is happening today. This is what, people are experiencing. And there are really no clear-cut candidates that could potentially be supported by the whole of the North. Who are these candidates? Who do we have that is a clear-cut candidate that everybody can see and say, okay, now this person is a candidate. Let's follow this person. Let's make the call and let's work at it together. Who is that candidate? So when you look at it, Akeredolu on a more serious note, to a large extent, is somebody who you can trust. When you look at Akeredolu, is somebody when he speaks is sincere with what he says. He says his mind as it is. He does not try to be here and there. Akeredolu is pretty straightforward. But when you look at the rest of them, Tinubu and the rest of them, which of them is really, 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 really straightforward? Which of them is really straightforward? So if you look at it, on the other hand, how do we reconcile or how do we solve this whole issue on ground? So, there are serious cause for concern. On a more serious note, there are very serious cause for concern. As the matter unfolds, we'll be keeping you informed. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. Don't forget, you have a voice. Do let it count. Let no one push you down or make you inferior. God bless you. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.